Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, they're dropping the 10 times like crazy. This is a mad one. Again, one of the most like crazy bunch of champs I've seen in a 10 times. I remember a day when it used to be like, there's probably no one on here that we're going to like. And I also remember conversations around, will they ever put a top tier champion in one of these events? Nowadays, it's like every single time there's champions which are absolutely game changers that people would smash shards for. So we've got a summon rush coming up anyway. So if you're trying to get 12th the maimed straight through the summon rush, that's going to be popping tomorrow. And at the same time, there's going to be a 10 times chance to get a bunch of champions. And what does that mean? You've probably seen this 1,000 times now. It means that the chances to actually get a legendary or an epic are the same. But if you do pull an epic or do pull a legendary, you've got 10 times the chance of pulling one of these than you normally would have. It still keeps it as like a really low chance. And like to give you some context, on my free-to-play account, there's absolutely no way I would be baited into one of these events unless I'm going for a fusion. And if I'm going for a fusion, then maybe that's what I'm pulling my shards for at that moment in time. And it just happens that there's a 10 times on at the same time. So let me go through these champions then. As I say, ridiculous champs. Loads of very, very strong champions. First one up, Aox the Rememberer. I remember doing the guide on this guy, and I hadn't really played him a lot before I did the guide. Damn. He is like the Lizardman epic. He's so good. He's so good. You know, the Lizardman, they struggle quite a bit for epics. Because he brings such a good kit, he's like first on the team sheet for the epic team. First on the team sheet. What's he got? Poisons on his A1, bit like Steel Skull type of poison. Double hitter. If you book it, you get a better chance to lay poisons. Honestly, if you're going to use him and invest in him, especially if you're going to play him in Clan Boss, you want to book this out. Because 10% chance is not that high. We've got an A2 which heals the team for a consistent amount. Heals for more for each debuff on the target. Kind of screams big boss fight, Clan Boss fight, because you get a better heal here. But it's still a nice heal to get just as you're going through like general dungeon content, to be honest. And it does attack at the same time as well. And then we've got an A3 AoE drop attack. Great for Ice Golem. Great for a lot of the Doom Tower bosses as well. And it's an opportunity at a decreased attack for Clan Boss if you book it to the 3-turn cooldown. You don't need decreased attack on Clan Boss for the slam hit, for the stun hit. So it doesn't do anything. So you can actually make him your decreased attack, but there is a chance that it will get resisted. Also puts decreased crit rate on a target for 2 turns if they've got higher turn meter. And it's got a turn meter decrease in here as well. There's tons going on with this ability. It's actually a really solid ability, like loads going on. And he's got this nice passive as well. Increases the duration of 2 random debuffs on the attacker by 1 turn when attacked. Occurs once per hit. So if you're on an affinity Clan Boss and you get hit 4 times on those AoEs, then he's actually got the chance to throw a ton of debuffs numbers up, which again, it like helps him with his decreased attack, where it's not that consistent to stay on. So solid champion, Doom Tower aura for accuracy as well. Great base stats. You're not sad if you pull this epic. Right, next one up is going to be another really solid epic. Like absolute carry through dungeons and general content, but also played a fair amount in like endgame plat level arena teams. Like arena defense more than offense because of his passive, and we'll get to that. So triple hit on his A1, nice for Clan Boss, nice for Fire Knight and all that type of stuff. Each hit 30 goes up to 40% chance of increasing a random debuff on a target. So it's only 1 debuff, but every time he's hitting, he's got a chance to increase the duration of a debuff. AoE drop attack. If there's a provoke on enemies, so he's got a chance to place the provoke. If he does, then he's got a chance to place the decreased attack. This is great for any sort of wave content. Doom Tower, Faction Wars, dungeons, really good. And then this is where he gets kind of unique and awesome, by the way. Great base stats. Look at this. Good defense, good HP. He's kind of slow. He's really slow, which lets him down. But then I think he's so strong anyway that you kind of don't even realize this. So when he's attacked, heals by 50% and heals all allies by 50% of the damage received. Just let that sink in for a second. Trunda slams you for 50k, he heals you for 25k, providing you stay alive. So you need other people in the team to help you stay alive. But this is where he comes into that plat level defense for Arena, because anyone who's doing like a double hit and needs to get their damage across in 2 hits, they hit with the first hit, he heals, they hit with the second hit, and hopefully you stay alive and you heal again. It's kind of bonkers. Only heals 25% of the damage from boss attacks. It's not quite as good in PvE content, but it's still good. And then the other passive, which is also really nice, when attacked, places leech for 2 turns. If they're under provoke, places placed by this champion, so it can only happen on wave content really, or Magma Dragon. Also 70 books to 100% chance of increasing the cooldown of a random skill by 2 turns. So again, this is, I guess it happens less often. This part of the skill happens less often. You won't be able to provoke a boss, which is a shame, and you rarely get your provoked away in the arena, honestly. You're generally just the healer in the arena, but still absolutely solid epic. Next one up, it's another carry. It's another strong arena defense champion, but an absolute carry of the game, like just insane healer. So I guess that's the theme here. They're all insane healers. So Rector, decrease attack A1, solid. Can be used on clan boss, pretty solid for that. But generally, this is a faction war or carry champion through content or arena defense champ. A2, books to 4 turns, heals all allies by 20% of this champion's HP. After healing, puts Perfect Veil on all allies with full HP, and that happens most of the time. And then places continuous heal on all allies if they're not full health. Really solid A2. A3 is a revive. It's only a single ally, but it's a good one. Lots of health, lots of turn meter, and then a 3-turn Perfect Veil to hide them away. Crazy base stats. Look at these. Crazy base stats. And then she's also got a passive here. Whenever someone under a veil or perfect veil gets a turn, don't forget she's doing it. She's doing it. Yeah. Heals them for 10% of their health and increases their resistance and blah, blah, blah. Like, she is an absolute solid champion. If you're struggling for Faction Wars, even at level 50, she will get you through Faction Wars. She's absolutely insane. So the last of the epics, this dude. Someone I don't have, actually. So he's a Void champion. Looks badass. I love this skin, actually. It's one of my favourite dwarf skins, I think. Pretty cool. I almost got like a Hell Hades logo. It's not close. It's pretty close. What's going on? So A1's a leech. Attacks one enemy. Places leech. I mean, leech is just generally strong if you want to try and move away from lifesteal deer. So this is solid. All of his damage is based on defense. Good solid base defense and speed. And he's got a lot of health as well, actually. Good base stats again. Places increase attack and then fills turn meters. This is like a, in your team, like a go second arena champion. You get someone in there, or basically he places the turn meter fill, not go second, sorry, go first. He fills your turn meter, gives your damage dealers that increase attack, and gets your team moving. So this is a great ability, especially if you don't have an Arbiter yet or Gordarab. This is a great ability for the arena. And then he's got a full team cleanse and heal on his A3, which is beautiful as well. So if you think about places like Agref, where you need to get rid of all of the debuffs, honestly, any Doom Tower boss, pretty much, a cleanse is massively helpful because you take tons of debuffs through Doom Tower. Faction Wars, it's awesome. This dude is the real deal. Like, he is absolutely on your team sheet for Faction Wars and a whole bunch of content. Is he worth pulling Void Shards for? Not really in a 10 times, because, you know, are you going to get him? Probably not, but wait till you see the Void Legendary. Wait till you see what else is up for grabs. Okay, let's get on to the Legendaries then. So the first one up is a Bannerlord. Like, even though she's not rated low, I still feel like she's one of the most underrated Legendaries. You just don't really hear a lot of people talk about her. She's bonkers good. Like, insanely good. Cethalia. So A1 HP burns, kind of nice. So the A2 then, we've got a single champion cleanse. Then puts block debuffs on that champion. Then it heals them for the biggest heal in the game. And it heals the rest of the team as well. Just like crazy. 2-turn cooldown on this ability. You've then got an A3. So this is a full enemy team cleanse of buffs. Yeah, a bit like Madame. Take all of their buffs away. Throws their turn meter back. Fills your turn meter. This is a crazy arena ability. Absolutely crazy. Keeps you in the game. This is an awesome move if you're in an arena defense again, but also in offense. And she's also got a resistance in all battles. Crazy, crazy base stats. She is an absolute beast. Faction Wars, Spider, Arena. Absolute beast of a champ. Okay, next one up. It's probably the one I like the least, but he's still good. I do have him. I just haven't leveled him out. Hakorn Smashlord. Again, he's, you know what, I say he's one of my least favourite. He's still totally underrated. Like, he's got loads going on that you can do in his kit. Stun on his A1. It's decent. Full team cleanse on his A2. So again, you think about stuff like Agref where you need that cleanse. He comes in clutch for that. It's on a 4-turn cooldown, which is probably why I don't love it as much as some others. Like a 3-turn cooldown for Legendary feels right to me. Places block debuffs after he does it. Heals to team after he does it. For a crazy heal. So this is an amazing A2. A3 then. 5-turn books to 4-turn cooldown. It's a smack. So he sacrifices HP and does damage based on it. It's always a normal hit, so it can't be a crit. It does hit pretty hard, but this one's a little bit of a letdown for me. I feel like, just make it smack, make it crit. Let's build him in different ways. Let's have some fun with this, guys, is my view. HP in dungeons, good base stats, good champion, good champion. Okay, next one up. Bad L. Bad L's in the mix. Bad L is in the 10 times. Flipping, I mean, this guy's been around forever. This guy's like one of the OGs and was considered the best champion in the game for a while. He had a small nerf actually, and then, I mean, it's just still bonkers. A1 AoE, heals all allies from the damage that he does. A2 full team cleanse, places poisons everywhere and places continuous heals on you. Can put this to 3-turn. I would say book this. And then he's got an amazing passive. You just do straight up 20% more damage. Any hit you were going to do, times it by 1.2. That's now what you're going to do. Bad L is a lot of fun. He's got a crit rate aura as well, which is underrated as an aura. Good base stats. He's basically your healer, your poisoner, your damage dealer. Can be your stun cleanser in Clan Boss, whilst putting out poison and doing more damage for you, and be your healer in Clan Boss, so you don't need lifesteal gear. Very cool champion. So I know what you're thinking. It's like, wow, we just got to the best champ. We didn't. We didn't. They've thrown Sifi into a ×10. Have they got no morals? Damn. People that don't have Sifi that play this game at the most competitive level will be remortgaging the house, will be selling the second car. I mean, if they're not that attached, they'll probably sell one of their children, because Sifi is the real deal. Still one of the best arena champions in the game. Absolutely bonkers champion. She's got absolutely the most annoying A1 in the game. You don't get a more annoying steal than this. You do not get a more annoying steal than this. 100%. Bookable to 100% chance to sleep someone if they've got over half turn meter. It can't be resisted. She doesn't need accuracy for this. It's like a zapper. It's like sleep, 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 sleep. And because you can make her so fast, she's one of the fastest champions in the game, you can just keep rotating it around. Just keep going with it. It's a nutty A1. A2 then. So you're thinking, oh, is that it? No, A2. 4-turn cooldown. Got debuffs. Turn meter feel, increased defense. I can't even do 4 fingers up. Look, increased speed on all allies. A3, single target revive, good amount of health, good amount of turn meter. Boost their damage as well with crit rate and attack. 4-turn cooldown. Passive. This is nasty as well. Heals all allies by 10% of their health. So if you get into a place where you're in the fight, Siphi becomes disgusting with this. 40% chance to 50 to remove freeze. So anyone that's trying to control your team, Gergo springs to mind as a really good one. It's just like a 50-50 as to whether he's going to be effective or not. Because she will remove freeze or fear 50% of the time before they ever go. If it's Rotus, she's going to remove any debuff. The synergy with Rotus is still nuts. Even though Rotus has had a couple of nerfs along the way, he's still nuts with Siphi. So there you go. Resistance in all battle, 80. Crazy base stats. I tell you now, people are going to be spending big to get Siphi. Do I suggest you do it? Well, my free-to-play is absolutely not pulling any shards. I do have one Void Shard. In the back of my head, I feel like pulling it for that 1 in a million chance at Siphi, but I probably won't. Anyway, guys, good luck if you are going to pull shards. I know some of you will anyway for that Summon Rush. So if you do, I mean, you've got a good selection of champions there to get onto your roster at the same time of doing something you would have done anyway. So, can't lose, really. I've been Hell Hades. I will see you later.